Alright guys, we just pulled up to SpeedWorx Automotive. Brought in the Shelby to get a 265 pulley and an oil change. We got the man Benny right here.
What's up?
What do we got going on today, man?
Well, we're finally gonna do the pulley. Finally came in, you know.
We're on the stock pulley. For those people who don't believe us, December 6th, we're gonna hit the red list group and try to get some times up. Car should probably hit anywhere between low 10s to maybe high 9s on this setting, so gonna try to get the car ready and make some passes. We're about to crack the oil pan open. Oil's about to come out, see if there's any shavings in it. Everything should look okay. That's some dark ass oil, man. Shit does not look good. Anything in there? Any shavings?
I know, check out the light real quick.
First oil change, and this is some dark oil.
No. It looks good.
Looks good?
Yeah. You can see some remnants if there was any shavings, but no.
When installing the pulleys, you gotta drain the coolant, so we had to order 2 gallons from Ford. And believe it or not, this takes 12 quarts of oil. 5W-50 straight from Ford as well. Full synthetic? I don't.
With the cartridge filter.
I don't even want to know how much that shit costs, man.
Check it out, with the cartridge filter.
With the cartridge filter?
Yeah. Crazy. Looks like an air filter.
It does. What brand is that?
Same
thing, straight from Ford Motorcraft.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm getting a lesson right here from Benny. Bro, I'm concerned because of the oils. What do you got to say about the E85? Because I'm seeing a couple of GT500s having issues running E85 in regards to oil changes, and taking care of the car while it's on ethanol.
Well, on ethanol, the oil and fuel mixture, not like it's 91 or anything, you know.
Yeah.
It's E85, so it breaks down the oil a lot faster.
Yeah.
So you want to change your intervals from like maybe 3,000 miles to like every 1,500 or something like that.
So it's recommended on the GT500s every 5,000 miles. So what would you recommend GT500 owners who are on E85?
We can't say as of right now because we don't really have a lot of data on it. Like
Yeah.
It's being the first oil change, but I would at least maybe cut that in half.
Okay, so 2,500 miles.
85,
Yeah.
Just check it. Check it every so often. See, I know you have the catch cans and stuff like that, but
yeah,
it's still ethanol gets past the rings.
Yeah,
and eventually you don't want to wash anything down either.
Yeah, exactly.
Just preventive maintenance, dude. Just like turbo cars, you got to do oil changes.
Yeah,
a lot more frequent than than anything.
I'll probably start doing oil changes every 2,500 miles just to keep the car happy. We're putting the 265 on, but I also ordered the 2.4. So the reasoning behind that, again, let me explain. I got the 265 because the 265 is the lowest pulley you can run before you have to upgrade the cooling on the car. So the intercooler brick and the manifold cooler. Once you drop down lower than a 265 on the 2020 GT500, you have to upgrade the cooling because the stock cooling on the car just can't keep up with that amount of boost. So lower than 265, upgrade the cooling. So I'm gonna wait to put on the 2.4 until we upgrade the cooling. And since I have to take off the lid on the supercharger, might as well send it out to get ported, do the throttle body. So I'll do all that at once: cooling, ported blower, throttle body, and throw the 2.4 on. Pulley install is done. 265 pulley. We're gonna start it up, make sure everything is running right, and we're gonna go do some pulls and see how the car feels. This car's ready to go. We're gonna go take it for a spin and see how it feels. Guys, we were trying to get some pulls in this thing, but bro, it's all over the place. No traction at all. This is the first time a car has scared me. Like, this thing is fast and it has no fucking traction. All right, guys, I warmed up the tires a little bit. We're gonna try one more time to get some pulls in. thing is fast, man. Ripper from a 60. Damn, man. This thing is fast as fuck, bro. Holy shit. Alright guys, the 265 pulley's installed and the car feels fast, man. We're headed to Racer's Edge Tuning in Downey so that we can strap the car back on the dyno, send some logs over to Lund and see what the car puts down and see if we need to make any adjustments to the tune. I don't think we're going to need to make any adjustments to the tune. It's mainly going to be to see how much power we picked up on the 265, and I'm going to predict the car's going to make a little over 900 wheel horsepower. We picked up about 5 pounds of boost. I logged it yesterday, and before the 265 pulley we were making 12 to 13 pounds, and now the car is making 17 to 18 pounds of boost. They say each pound of boost is worth anywhere from 15 to 20 wheel horsepower. Going off of that data, the car should make a little over 900 wheel horsepower. The car feels fast, man, and to be honest with you, it's a little dangerous on the street with this setup. I need to drop down to an 18-inch rim and get a better tire. These tires, you have to heat them up a good amount so that they can start hooking, and especially this time in December it gets a little cold, so to hook it gets tough. The car gets super sideways and it fishtails crazy, so I gotta be careful. Just pulled up to Racer's Edge Tuning, gonna get the car strapped on the dyno, send out some logs to Lund and see what the car makes and see if we need to make any revisions to the tune. The car made 899 wheel horsepower and 704 pound-feet of torque. Again, we have the drag radial on, and Lund said it's eating up about 20 to 25 rear wheel horsepower, so you can add another 20 to 25 to that, and that's what the car's making. That's it. The car's off the dyno. The tune didn't need any more revisions to it. Car's making 17 18 pounds of boost, and it put down 899 wheel horsepower and 704 pound-feet of torque. I'm on a drag radial, so that's eating up about 20 to 25 wheel horsepower, so it's safe to say that the car's making 920 to 925 wheel horsepower. I dragged the car the other day at the strip. That video is going to be dropping soon, and the trap speed in my passes are going to indicate that the car's making over 900 wheel horsepower. Again, don't get too caught up in the dyno numbers. It's how the car performs at the track, and your ETs and your trap speed is going to tell you what the car's making. But I'm really happy with the car, man. It runs insane. This car's a monster. It's still crazy to me how much power this car makes with such basic mods. These cars are making easy power. All you need is the JLT intake, 265 pulley, and at the least 1050X injectors to tune the car on E85, and you're going to be hitting over 900 wheel horsepower. I went a little bit of a different route. I went with the ID 1300 injectors because I plan to make over 1,000 wheel horsepower, and I did the Division X fuel rails. You don't need that if you're trying to make 900 wheel. We still have a lot to do to this car. I still got to port the supercharger, get the intercooler brick. I got to upgrade the manifold cooler, drop down to a 2.5 or a 2.4. because eventually I'm going to do either a 30% or 20% lower pulley. So depending on what the boost is on the 2.5 and the 2.4 will let me know if I'm going to go 30 or 20% lower. So that's pretty much it for the engine modifications, aside from a return style fuel system, which I'm going to need past 24 to 25 pounds of boost. I'm going to do a drag pack on the car. Right now the car's on the 20s, so I'm going to take the 20s off and put an 18 drag pack. I'm not taking off the brakes, so that's why I'm going to do an 18-inch. I still got to do some BMR suspension modifications to the car. That's pretty much it, man. The drag pack for the car is going to be coming soon. When I do the other mods, I'm not too sure, because I do want to enjoy the car at this phase for a little bit and get some racing in, make some drag passes with it, and just enjoy it. I don't want to rush and do a full-out max effort build so soon. I just got the car, so I'm gonna probably keep it like this for a little bit, enjoy it, maximize content at this level. Not sure when I'm gonna do the max effort build, but It shouldn't take too long, but at the same time, I'm not gonna do it too fast either because I do want to enjoy it. Stay tuned for the next video, guys. I took the car to the Red List group to make some passes at Famoso Speedway in Bakersfield, so pretty sick video. So stay tuned for that and find out what the Shelby runs at the track. That's gonna wrap up this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.